Well, Bill, what about it? Got an idea for the lyric yet?
Play that melody once more, Dick. I think I've got some.
It's about time.
Okay, hold it. How's this? Love won't call again. I won't fall again. Till I meet another you. Hey, that's not bad.
It never was bad.
Well, that tune of yours sounds like 800 others. How do you expect me to get any kind of original idea for a lyric? Give me something to work with.
Look, Bill, we've been fighting like this for months. We haven't written a hit tune in months. We've got to do something.
You want to break up the team?
I don't want to, but we both seem to be written out. Those last songs we did. Well, if Joe Hendricks wasn't our friend as well as our music publisher, he'd have thrown them out in the alley. You put together an awful lot of bad lyrics for that group.
So it's my fault. The lyrics were bad. Because I couldn't save those tired tunes of yours, it's my fault. That'll punch you right in the nose.
That would be a fine answer to our problem.
Would at least give me some satisfaction. Dick, I'm warning you. I don't like violence. But I'm getting to a point where I'm going to forget how much I hate violence and remember only how much I dislike you.
And now meet Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Of course I know Joe Hendricks, Mary, but I won't know him long if I ask him to publish the song of your cousin.
Oh, well, maybe it isn't so bad, Blackie.
Mary, dear Mary, everybody in this country at some time or other has an idea he can write a song. This happens to be the time that the thought struck your cousin. It should have been a trolley car.
Oh, Blackie. Oh.
Okay. You just made a bargain. You laughed at my joke. I'll take your cousin's song to Joe Hendricks. Let me have it. I have to see how it goes so I know what I'm selling here.
Here's the copy. And, darling, when you play it, use the other 9 fingers, huh?
I'll do better than that. I've got a pretty bad baritone voice I've been holding back for years. Well, let's see how this epic goes. Good, huh? Let me croon beneath the moon in the merry month of June, while all the while you smile as you listen to my tune. Oh, my mother used to say I should never have taken piano lessons, and she was right. Mary, that song is awful.
It didn't sound too bad, Blackie.
Oh, you're just crazy about my voice.
You say the nicest things about you. Is the song really terrible?
Awful. That's one of the reasons I'm taking it to Joe Hendricks right now.
Wait a minute. The song is bad, and still you're going to take it to Mr. Hendricks, the music publisher?
Certainly, I forgot to tell you. I don't like Hendricks.
Well, call all 3 hotels. You'll have to register in one of them. Leave word to call Joe Hendricks when he checks in. Right. Phones all the time. Phones. Yeah? Boston Blackie? Sure, send him in.
Go on in, Mary.
Thank you, dear.
Hiya, Joe.
Hello, Blackie. Long time no high see.
This is Joe Hendricks, Mary. He and Inspector Farraday make the worst jokes in the world.
How do you do?
Hello.
Well, what can I do for you, Blackie?
I've got a song, Joe. I'd like you to publish it. Here.
What's the title? In a Blue Canoe with You. You're kidding with that, aren't you?
Oh, no, Mr. Hendricks. We're very serious. My cousin wrote it.
Your cousin ought to be a very happy character that he's your cousin, Miss Wesley. That's fame enough for anybody. Take this song back, Blackie. Put it on the floor and let it crawl out of here by itself.
Well, don't you even want to hear it?
If I want bad songs, I got Dick Altman and Bill Rutley under contract. They've written nothing but bad songs for the past year.
Say, how are the boys? Haven't seen them in quite a while.
Physically, they're fine. Mentally, they're out of town.
How about actually?
They're in a piano room down the hall trying to write a song.
Oh, please, Mr. Hendricks, won't you listen to my cousin's number? Blackie can play it for you.
How bad is it, Blackie?
I can tell you in one word. Very. But I got an idea.
What is it?
It isn't so bad that a professional songwriting team couldn't fix it up. Where'd you say Alton and Rutley were, Joe?
In the piano room down the hall.
I'm going down to see them. Maybe they'll do something about your cousin's song, Mary. I won't be too long.
Phones, all the time phones. Excuse me, Miss Wesley.
Of course.
Hello, Hendricks speaking. Tommy boy, when'd you get in town, Tommy boy? Swell. How's the lip in the old trombone? Sure, it always was the best. Tommy, I'm glad you called back. I got a score that's atomic, a musical comedy score. You know the show Are You With It? How about doing Here I Go Again from it? It's a terrific Well, sure, I listened to your broadcast. Wouldn't miss him. Oh, you did the song last night. Small world, ain't it? Hey, drop around for lunch tomorrow, huh, Tommy? About 4 o'clock, I got some new tunes to show you, Tommy. Date? Terrific, Tommy. Thanks for calling, Tommy. That was...
I know, Tommy. This is a very interesting business, Mr. Hendricks. Oh, Blackie, there you are. Did you find Dick Alton and Bill Rutley?
Yes, but they were too busy to work on your cousin's song.
Oh.
Come on, Mary, let's get out of here.
What's your hurry, Blackie? Sit still, hang around a while. I'll buy lunch.
No, thank you, Mr. Hendricks. I get hungry long before 4 o'clock.
You're a normal girl. And what are you doing with Blackie?
Thanks, Joe, and thanks for turning down this tune, pal. Remind me not to do something for you sometime.
Don't leave. Blackie, listen, did you hear the gag about...
I think you're right, Blackie. I think we'd better leave. Well, Mr. Hendricks, it was very nice.
What was that?
Sounded like a scream, and nothing sounds like a scream except a scream.
It came from that direction.
Come on, Mary, let's get out of here.
All right, but I never knew you to run away from... Joe!
It's Bill Rutley's wife. Honey, what's the matter?
It's awful, Joe. It's awful.
Come on, kid, snap out of it. What is it?
Go to the other room. Go look for yourself.
Come on, Blackie. There's only one other room, and that's the piano room where Dick and Bill were working. Let's go.
Are you with us, Mary?
Right here, Blackie.
Yeah, this is the piano room.
Okay, hold everything, kids.
Oh.
Holy mackerel.
Stay back, Mary.
Dick Alton. And he's been shot through the heart. I guess I better call the police.
I guess you'd better. Inspector Farraday likes nothing better than a nice, clean murder he might possibly pin on me.
Hey, Blackie, you were in here only a few minutes ago, and Alton was alive then. You said he didn't want to work on that song you brought me.
That's right.
Maybe you better stay here, Blackie. Maybe you couldn't talk Dick into helping you. Maybe you got tired of shooting off your mouth and switched to shooting off your gun.
Okay, get them all ready for the lineup, Jenkins. Get the woman out there first. Okay, Rollins, take this down. Then take down what she says. Name, Mrs. William Rutley. Occupation, housewife. Charge, suspected homicide. Well, Mrs. Rutley, what have you got to say?
Nothing. I haven't done anything.
Inspector, why don't you get smart? She found the body, that's all. That doesn't make her a killer.
Shut up, Blackie. I run things down here. Mrs. Rutley, did you kill Dick Alton, your husband's partner?
No, all I did was find him already dead. That's all I know. That's all I know. Oh, please let me get down from here. These lights.
She's fainted, Faraday. Happy now?
When that dame comes to, Rollins, take her in and book her for murder. I'll be in my office.
He'll be in his office, Rollins, with me.
Beat it, Blackie, before I find a reason why you wanted Alton dead.
Oh, I had a reason, Inspector.
Huh?
A reason, but not a motive. There's a subtle difference there. You wouldn't understand. Faraday's booked Mrs. Rutley for Dick Alton's murder, Mary. But he's too good a cop to stop there.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be out looking for Alton's partner, Mrs. Rutley's husband, right now. Only if we're lucky, we'll find him first.
Well, Mr. Hendricks said he hangs out in this place. You see him?
The bartender might be of some help. Hey, buddy,
Yeah, what do you have?
a little information for now. Do you know a fellow named Bill Rutley?
I sure he's holding that last booth. Back there.
Thanks. Come on, Mary.
Blackie, something's bothering me.
Something in your shoe or something in your eye?
Something on my mind. Was Dick Alton alive when you went into the piano room to get him to work on my cousin's song?
Good question, Mary. Remind me to answer that sometime. Well, here's the last booth, and coincidentally, here's Bill Rutley. Hiya, Bill.
Huh?
Mind if I sit down?
Hello, Blackie.
This is Mary Wesley, Bill.
Hello.
Hello.
Say, you look low. Things aren't that tough.
Aren't they?
No. I think I found a way to get Faraday to release your wife.
Oh, well, thanks, Blackie. I appreciate that. Only it doesn't get me out of the mess.
You're in a mess, Mr. Rutley?
That's right. Dick and I were fighting. Everybody knows that. I was just out for a walk when Dick was shot.
I wouldn't worry, Bill. The fact that you and Dick were quarreling wouldn't hold as a motive for murder.
No, but the insurance would.
What insurance?
Partnership insurance. See, when Dick and I were hot a couple of years ago, we took out partnership insurance. $100,000 worth.
Ooh.
The only business-like thing I ever did in my life. When that policy's uncovered, I'll be in a spot.
You're in such a spot that the heat is beginning to affect me. Bill, tell me all you know about Dick.
Well, he was single, legitimate. He didn't play around. But
Yeah?
Well, there was some talk a while ago about him and Hendrick's wife.
Joe Hendrick's wife?
Yeah. I didn't believe it, and Dick denied it. Oh, but that was 6 months ago. It couldn't mean anything.
No, maybe not, but it's worth taking a crack at. I've got to get down and get your wife out of jail. But you've got nothing to worry about if you didn't kill your partner. And remember, I said, if you didn't kill him. I don't suppose you want to listen to me, Faraday.
Blackie, I don't even want to look at you.
Oh, well, if you don't want me to tell you why Mrs. Rutley couldn't have murdered Alton, I won't.
So don't.
You mean I can't tease you into asking me to prove that?
Blackie, you couldn't make me carry an asbestos umbrella if it was raining fire. You're leaving now?
You're a little too smug, Faraday. You know something. And there's a remark I never thought I'd make.
Bye-bye, Blackie Bird. Be seeing you.
Inspector, you're holding Mrs. Rutley, but I checked her arrival at the Hendricks building and found that she got in the elevator only a few seconds before she found Dick Alton's body.
Yes, genius.
Any smart cop would have done the same thing, only, of course, he wouldn't be any relation of yours. What I'm trying to tell you is that according to the coroner's report, the body had been dead at least a half an hour before Mrs. Rutley found it.
Okay, you've told me. So long, Blackie.
Still the same old Faraday. You won't listen to me.
Sure, I'll listen.
But it's a little boring.
You see, I checked all the details about the elevator myself this morning. And Mrs. Rutley has been free for 2 hours.
And now back to Boston Blackie. Dick Alton, part of the songwriting team of Alton and Rutley, has been murdered. The body was discovered by Mrs. Rutley, who promptly was booked for murder by Inspector Farraday, but later released when it was proven that she came into the building only seconds before she found the body, and that the body had been dead almost a half hour at that time. Boston Blackie has discovered that the songwriting team had a partnership insurance policy, payable to one on the death of the other, which makes Bill Rutley a suspect. But he has also uncovered the fact that at one time there was talk concerning the murdered man and the wife of Joe Hendricks, music publisher. As we return to our story, Blackie is in Hendricks' office.
I can't talk to you now, Blackie. I'm busy.
Don't talk. Listen. Joe, I hear that there was some gossip concerning Dick Alton and your wife about 6 months ago.
Where'd you hear that?
What's the difference where? It's true, isn't it?
There was some talk? Sure, that's true. Only I never paid any attention to it. Hey, you're not thinking...
I don't know why you say that. Jealousy is a pretty strong motive.
You think I killed Dick Alton for something that happened 6 months ago, if it happened at all, which I doubt?
It could be. You know, Joe, you're in a fascinating business. Words, music. Stay honest, and the world dances to your songs.
But
fool around with murder, Joe, and you'll dance at the end of a rope. Please connect me with Mr. Lambert. This is Inspector Farraday again.
Blackie, you'll get into trouble.
Shh, Mary.
Lambert speaking. How are you, Inspector?
Fine, thank you. How are things at the bank? Anybody cash in there lately?
Ouch.
Things are fine here, Inspector. I have the information you wanted on the bank accounts of Dick Alton and Bill Rutley. Just a second.
I'll wait. We're getting somewhere, Mary.
You're going somewhere. To jail if Faraday ever finds out you're using his
So we'll brag about it, that's all.
Hello, Inspector Farraday.
I'm still here.
Richard Alton's account has remained around $30,000 for several years. William and Mary Rutley have a joint account. It was very large at one time, but there's just a few thousand left now. Checks have been drawn against it every few days for the past month.
Who signed the checks, and to whom were they made out?
Sorry, I don't have that information at the moment. If you'd care to drop down to the bank, I'd be glad to get the checks we have on hand.
I'll do that, and thanks very much. Goodbye. The net result of that call was to find out that Dick Alton had $30,000, that Mrs. Rutley had the same first name as yours, Mary, that she and her husband had a joint account, and that it's shrunken considerably in the past month.
Put that all together and it spells...
Murder? I doubt it. Come in.
Expecting anyone?
Not that I know of.
Good evening, Blackie.
Well, Mrs. Rutley, please come in.
I didn't mean to intrude, Blackie. I just came by to thank you for your help.
Well, you're not intruding at all, Mrs. Rutley. Glad you dropped in. This is Mary Wesley.
How do you do? Hello.
Well, sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Cigarette?
Yes, thanks.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I have no matches. I did have a lighter, but I wore out one of the parts, my thumb.
I have my own matches, thank you. Maybe if I can ever find them in this bag of them.
Don't you find that no matter how big a handbag you carry, it's never large enough to hold what a girl needs?
I certainly do. Well, Eureka. Uncovered one book of matches. Ooh.
Here, I'll light your cigarette, Mrs. Rutley. Let me have them. There you are.
Thank you. Blackie, are the police close to finding Dick's murderer?
I don't know, Mrs. Rutley. All I do know is I'm not.
Well, I'm sure you will be.
Thank you, Mrs. Rutley. I'll just sit back and listen while you tell me how wonderful I really am.
I'd like to, Blackie, but I really did come down just to thank you, and I have thanked you, so I guess I'll run along. Nice to have met you, Miss Wesley. Don't bother, Blackie. I can get the door myself. Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, she has charm, Blackie.
You have green eyes, Mary.
I do not. They're just sharp. I'm the observing type. For instance, I observed that you forgot to give Mrs. Rutley back her matches.
The Rio Cafe, it says on the matchbox cover. Ever been to the Rio?
Nope. I don't go for that rumba and samba stuff. I like to dance in English.
The Rio's quite a spot. Gambling hall downstairs. If you know the right people, you get in. I wonder how Mrs. Rutley got these matches.
I once had a book of matches with an advertisement on the cover urging me to buy my hay, feed, and grain at Davenport, Iowa. Too far, though. I just let my cattle get hungry.
The talk is good, but the results are negligible. Get your coat on, Mary. We're bound for the bank.
To the bank? Could I just throw in a casual why?
To withdraw some information and deposit it to the account of an unsolved murder.
Here are the checks, Inspector Farraday, just as you asked for. They're the ones drawn this month on the joint account of William and Mary Rutley.
Thank you, Mr. Fleming. Do you mind if my secretary and I look them over?
Well, not at all, Inspector. Just call me if you want anything.
Look, Mary, except for a few small ones, all the checks are pretty large amounts. All made out to cash and signed Mary Wesley.
Who endorsed them, Blackie?
Let's see, Edward Stone, and Edward Stone endorsed them all. Well, they don't mean anything till we find out who Edward Stone is.
We can always try the phone book.
Yes, we can. Right after.
Right after what?
Right after we try the Rio Club. Maybe we'll find that they have an Edward Stone there. It's worth a try, anyhow. Come on, the phone booth is over here. Now, just wait here while I phone the Rio Club. Let's see, the number should be on this matchbox. Oh, yes, here it is. Circle 9, 7800. Keep your fingers crossed.
Good afternoon, Rio Club.
Eddie Stone, please.
Mr. Stone, just a moment. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Stone?
Yes, Stone speaking.
This is Mr. Fleming at the 12th National Bank. You endorsed several checks made out by Mrs. Mary Rutley.
Sure. What's the matter, they bounce?
No, they're good. I just wanted to verify your signature.
It's mine, all right. I don't write so good. I'm just learning.
I see. Oh, Mr. Stone, if I wanted to come to the Rio Club, could you see to it that I was allowed downstairs?
You know about the downstairs?
A friend of mine told me about it. Bill Rutley.
He's never been here. His partner, the guy who got bumped yesterday, started coming here about a month ago. Did pretty well, too.
Well, I couldn't very well get him to take me to the club, could I?
No, I guess not. Hey, Mr. Fleming, I don't see no harm in you coming down here. You don't need no friend, just ask for me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Stone. Thank you very, very much. Goodbye. It worked, Mary.
Good.
Now I've got to get Farraday on the wire and ask him to have Hendricks and Mr. and Mrs. Rutley in Hendricks' office in half an hour.
All right, Blackie. I got Joe Hendricks and Mr. and Mrs. Bill Rutley inside in Hendricks' office, just as you asked. Now, don't you think it's about time you told me why I did it?
You did it, Farraday, because you have great confidence and implicit faith in me.
And because I'm a little bit dumb. Half the time I listen to you, I could kick myself after.
But the other half of the times, you pat yourself on the back.
Now, this is
don't
one of
you?
the kicking times. I can feel it. Tell me, what are those three doing inside?
One of them murdered Dick Alton. Well, Take a deep breath. Here we go. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Blackie.
Take a seat, Faraday. Go ahead, sit down.
What's the idea of this, Blackie? I'm trying to run a business here.
I'm trying to run down a murderer. That's more important.
You looking at me, Blackie?
Possibly. Bill, you were the lyric writer in the Alton Rutley team, weren't you?
That's right.
I just wanted to make sure. Are you comfortable, Mrs. Rutley?
Yes, thank you, very.
Oh, now that we're all here, I've got to confess something. Yesterday morning, I left Hendricks and Mary in this office. Went into a piano room where I found the murdered body of Dick Alton. And I picked up a piece of music manuscript paper that was lying on the floor near the body.
Dick was putting the tune down on paper when I left him.
Dick was working on that music when his killer walked in. He took one look and feverishly wrote down 5 notes at the bottom of the manuscript page. Here's the manuscript paper, and I'm going to play you the 5 notes right now. All right to use your piano, John?
Well, all right, go ahead.
Thanks. Now, here are the 5 notes. That's all. Just those 5 notes. Anybody recognize the tune?
Means nothing to me, Blackie.
Oh, I don't recognize that.
That's because there are no harmonies. Listen to it now.
Hey, that's George M. Cohan's Mary. What's that got to do with this?
Everything. The first line of the lyric, the one that matches these notes, is, "'Cause it was Mary." Dick Alton named his murderer just before he was shot. Mary Rutley, you killed Dick Alton. Grab a Faraday. Don't let her get out that door.
Let me go. I had to do it. I tell you, I had to.
Well, that's a fitting climax in a music publishing office. I supply the words and music, and a murderess decides to sing. What don't you understand, Faraday, is if that were news?
Why Mrs. Rutley killed her husband's partner?
Anybody knows the answer to that, Inspector.
Sure. Anybody but me. Do you know Miss Wesley?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Dick Alton had seen Mrs. Rutley gambling at the Rio Club. He threatened to tell her husband if she didn't stop. But she couldn't stop. She had to try to win enough money to put back in the joint account that she'd been draining.
Touchdown for Mary Wesley.
Thank you, sir.
So Mrs. Rutley killed Alton because she knew he would expose her. What about her coming into the building in the elevator, Blackie? You checked the time.
She simply used the stairs the first time when she shot Alton and left the building, and then came back a half an hour later using the elevator, where she could be seen.
Oh, you were such a genius, Blackie, when you had a clue like that music thing in your pocket all the time. It practically told you that Mary Rutley murdered Alton.
You could have gotten it the same way I did, Faraday. Wrote it yourself. That's what I did.
Huh?
I knew my facts were right, but I couldn't prove any of them, so I had to pretend that Dick Alton had named his killer in the hope of getting her to make a break. And she did. Well, aren't you going to congratulate me?
What for? You getting married?
No, on solving this case for you, Faraday.
You solved it for me. You solved it for yourself, so you could ride all over me next time. You know, Blackie, I've got half a mind.
Hold it right there, Inspector.
Right where?
Right where you were. You said, "I've got half a mind." And you know something, Inspector? That's the first time you've been right in years.
Okay, Doc, how many cards do you want?
I'll take 3, boss. And make 'em good.
1, 2, 3. As good as you'll get. Yeah?
Hi, boss.
Oh, Pete, come on in.
Ah, you look sour, Doc. What's the matter, boss? Taking you again?
Not yet.
You might try cheating.
If Doc cheats, he won't get thrown out of here like he was out of medical school. He'll get carried out.
Don't I know it?
What do you know, Pete?
Plenty.
How much is plenty?
I've been trailing him since early this morning. He went to see the girl in jail, talked to her a long time.
Think she told him?
The way he went out of there, I'd say she told him everything.
Well, that means we're ready for you to go to work, Doc.
Anytime.
If he knows, we'll know, too. Doc says we can make him talk.
We can't. But science can.
Okay. Joe and I will go ahead with your plans, boss.
Get going, Ed. Doc, you're sure this stuff of yours will work?
Look, all you have to do is get me Boston Blackie.
And now back to Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Coming up to floor 9, Joe. This is Blackie's floor.
Ain't it a shame Blackie don't live up a little higher, Pete? In the middle of the night, I have to climb stairs.
Quit your griping. We had to walk up. Couldn't come up on the elevator and have somebody remember us.
We're taking Blackie down this way, too, huh?
Sure. See, now, here's the front apartment. Down the hall this way. Come on.
How do we know Blackie's home?
Because I saw him come in before you got here. Here's his door.
I'll get to work on a lock, huh?
Wait a minute. Let's try it first. Maybe open already.
Oh, no.
Ah, yes.
Well, what do you know about that?
I know we're in. You know, Blackie's smart enough to know that anybody wants to get in here will get in anyhow. So he leaves the door open to save splinters. Come on. Got the gag out?
Sure. The blackjack, too.
Better close the door.
Sure.
I guess Blackie's asleep all right. That's the bedroom door.
You know that joint good, Pete.
Yeah, there's only one other room outside of the kitchen. It's got to be the bedroom.
I got the gag ready.
Okay.
There he is, in bed. Sleeping like a baby.
Yeah. Quick now, get that gag over his mouth. I got my gun on him. You all set?
Yeah.
All right. Now.
Yeah. I got him.
Hiya, Blackie. You know me, huh? Tie the gag on good and tight, Joe.
Yeah.
Blackie sees my gun. He won't try nothing fancy.
Okay, Pete. He'll have to chew and swallow the gag to get rid of it now.
No use trying to say anything, Blackie. That gag's talk-proof.
Guess he gets the idea, Pete.
Yeah, most guys do. All right, Blackie. Over to that desk there. Go on, get out of bed.
Go on, you heard him. Get over there.
Okay, Blackie, now pull out the chair and sit down at that desk.
Go on, sit down.
Give him that pad and pencil, Joe.
Sure.
All right, then, Blackie. Write a little note to your pal, Shorty, and make it look like everything's okay.
Yeah, don't nothing.
Go on, Blackie, write.
Didn't you hear him? He said right. R-I-T-E, right.
No more rough stuff, Joe. He's writing.
Yeah, I know, but what?
Tell you in a minute. All right, that's making it quick, Blackie. Let's have a look at that. You hold the gun on him, Joe.
Sure. What's the note say, Pete?
I have been called to Chicago on a case. Don't worry about me. Everything is going very swell. Now, that seems to be okay, Blackie. Thanks. I don't think anybody will come looking for you. Until it's too late. Okay, Joe. Do it.
Okay, Pete. He's knocked out. Now let's carry him out.
Blackie ain't down at the Turkish Bear, Tony?
No, Shorty, he ain't anywhere around here.
Oh, gosh. Wonder where he is. I called all over town. Nobody ain't seen him.
Why not try his apartment?
Try it. I'm in it.
Oh,
Well, I know one more place to call and find him, maybe. Thanks, Tony.
okay, sure.
Hello, Shorty.
Oh, gee, Inspector Farraday. Hey, you seen Blackie?
No, and I've been looking for him all morning.
Gosh, where is he?
Don't you know?
I know where he ain't. In Chicago. Because he leaves a note saying he was in Chicago and it's a phony.
Let's see the note.
Sure.
I've been called to Chicago on a case. Don't worry about me. Everything is going very swell. What's funny about that?
Well, if Blackie was gone someplace, he'd have told me, or Miss Wesley, and he didn't tell neither of us.
How do you know he didn't tell Miss Wesley?
Because I phoned her and she didn't know nothing about it. She says the note's a phony, too. Oh, come in.
Hello, Shorty.
Hi, Miss Wesley. Find Blackie yet? Huh?
No, I haven't, Shorty. Not anywhere. Hello, Inspector.
Look, Miss Wesley, what's Blackie up to? He was in my office yesterday while I was out, and he told Rollins he'd be in again this morning to take me to the money stolen from the Eggertsville bank.
Gee, how did he find out where the Johnson mob stashed it, huh?
I don't know. But I'll bet you anything I know where it is right now.
You do?
Sure. The same place Blackie is, and that's gone. He found out where it was, grabbed it, and skipped.
Oh, you know that's not so, Inspector.
Uh,
Shorty, you said Blackie left a note. May I see it?
Oh, sure. Here it is.
I've been called to Chicago on a case. Don't worry about me. Everything is going very swell. That's a strange way of putting it.
yeah? What's wrong with it?
Well, nothing, maybe. But I have a hunch this note is trying to tell us something. Look, Inspector, are you sure you got Blackie's message exactly as he left it with Rollins?
In plain English, Blackie told Rollins he'd be in my office this morning.
Well, why don't you call Rollins and check just to make sure?
What? And waste more time?
Please, Inspector.
No.
All right, then I'll make the call myself.
Yes.
Get me police headquarters, Inspector Faraday's office.
Yes, ma'am.
I tell you, Miss Wesley, this is just a waste of time.
When Blackie isn't sure of something, he checks it. Now, I'm just doing what he would do.
Well, why don't you do what Blackie's just done? Disappear.
Ah, you don't mean that, Inspector.
Here's your party.
Hello?
Sergeant Rollins, this is Mary Wesley.
Oh, yes.
Did Blackie tell you that he'd see Inspector Farraday in his office this morning?
That's right.
Well, where had Blackie been just before he came into the office? Did he say?
Oh, no, I didn't say, Miss Wesley, but I know where he was just the same. He just come from the woman's detention cells where he was talking to Carolyn Johnson of the Johnson mob.
Oh, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Inspector, why are you holding Carolyn Johnson?
Hmm?
I thought you'd arrested the entire mob and sent them to prison months ago.
We just picked her up. We think she knows where her brother hid the money he stole from the Eggertsville bank.
You think she told Blackie where the money was hidden?
How should I know?
Well, I know how we can find out.
Yeah, how?
By going down to jail and asking Carolyn Johnson.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Wesley. I'm taking charge of this,
Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector.
and I know how we can find out.
Oh, wonderful, Inspector. How?
By going down to jail and asking Carolyn Johnson.
Now, I wonder why I didn't think of that.
We want to see Carolyn Johnson, Nathan.
Of course, Inspector Farraday. This way.
How's she behaving, Nathan?
Since she had her visitor last night, quite well.
Was Blackie her only visitor?
Yes, he was, Miss Wesley.
No other callers, huh?
Only a man who brought her a package from the drugstore. He said it was from Boston Blackie. I opened it and took it to her.
What was in it?
Just soap, a comb, some chewing gum, and toothpaste. Here's Miss Johnson's cell.
She seems to be asleep.
That's all there is to do in jail. I suppose you'd like to go inside and talk to her.
Yeah, we would.
If she'll tell us where the money's hidden, Inspector, we can go there, find the money, and maybe Blackie's too.
I tell you, Blackie skipped with the money.
Okay, Miss Johnson, wake up. You have visitors.
She sure sleeps tight.
Miss Johnson.
Come on, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, wake up.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Look closely, Inspector Farraday, and I don't think you'll bother trying to wake her up. She's dead.
You can take the gag off Blackie's mouth now, boss.
Ah, Doc, I'm going to leave it on. Make him write his answers, if any. This isn't a soundproof room, and he might want to yell.
I'll keep a gun on him for you.
Yeah, he's coming around from that coconut jaw I gave him.
As soon as he's completely conscious, you can start asking him questions.
Got a pad and pencil for him?
Sure, right on the table in front of him. Come on, Blackie, snap out of it. All we've done here is stick you with a needle. You're okay.
He looks the same. I think your truth serum is a bust, Doc.
He's not supposed to look any different. Go ahead, talk to him. He's awake now.
Hello, Blackie. Recognize me, huh? Sure, I'm Bill Jefferson.
He knows you. He knows you all right.
Keep a gun on him, Doc. He's pretty tricky.
He's covered. Go ahead. The truth serum should be working now.
I wonder. You want to know why you're here, Blackie? Well, the Johnson mob pulled a fancy bank job in Eggertsville last year. Got a nice haul. But the cops grabbed the whole gang before they could do anything with it. The money's stashed, and I think you know where. The only member of the Johnson mob who didn't get sent up right away was Carolyn. Now, you talked to her in jail last night. I know, because I had a man following you. She told you where the gang hid the money, didn't she?
Answer him, Blackie. Answer him. Write it down on that pad of paper.
Come on, Blackie. Where's the Eggertsville bank money hidden? Where?
Blackie, write it down.
Look, he's just sitting there. That truth serum is no good.
No, I tell you, it is. Keep on asking him. He's just fighting against telling the truth, that's all.
Looks from here like he's winning.
Just tell him to write the answer down on that pad. Go on, keep after him.
Maybe I could beat it out.
No. Just keep asking him that question. Where's the Eggertsville money hidden? Where did Johnson stash it? See, he's trying to answer.
You mean he's just trying to talk?
No.
Doc, that serum's a flop.
No, here, let me try, boss. Blackie, write the answer to this question. Where did Johnson hide the money he took from the Eggertsville bank?
Hey, he's writing.
I told you he would. Write it all out, Blackie. All of it.
Hey, he's finished. Grab the pad before he changes his mind.
Don't worry. He has no control over his mind. What did he write?
He wrote, Johnson hid the money in the well on the first farm north of Owensboro.
And now back to Boston Blackie. Blackie finds out from Carolyn Johnson where the Johnson mob hid the money they stole from the Eggertsville bank. So he is kidnapped by another gang, given the truth serum, and forced to tell the location of the loot. Meanwhile, Mary, Shorty, and Inspector Farraday are frantically searching for him. To complicate matters even more, Carolyn Johnson is found dead in, of all places, jail. As we return to our story, Mary and Shorty are in Blackie's apartment, trying to find something else that will tell them where they can locate Blackie.
Gosh, Miss Wesley, I can't find nothing.
Neither can I, Shorty. Oh, golly. What would Blackie do right now if he were looking for me?
I don't know. He'd just find you, that's all. But don't ask me how.
No, seriously. What would Blackie do?
Oh, don't look at me, Miss Wesley. I'm even dumber than you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all.
You know, I think Blackie would take the one clue he had and he would work on it until it made some sense.
Yeah, but we don't have no clue.
We have the note he left. It must be some kind of clue, Shorty. If only we could figure it out.
You got the note, huh?
Oh, yes, it's right here in my pocket.
Well, what was it he wrote?
All right, I'll read it again. I have been called to Chicago on a case. Don't worry about me. Everything is going very swell. Everything is going very swell. You know, I think that's the clue.
What, is it code or something?
It's not code, but it's something. If I could just... Oh, I'll get it. Hello?
Miss Wesley?
Yes.
This is Inspector Farraday. Still trying to find your boyfriend?
Yes?
Well, I just wanted to tell you that money wasn't the only reason he skipped. And what's more, you better hope we never find him.
Why?
Because Carolyn Johnson was killed by poisoned chewing gum that Blackie sent to her in a package. Now, how do you like that?
I don't like it, Inspector, and it's not true, and you know it.
I know Blackie sent her a package from the Waltham drugstore. I know it contained poisoned chewing gum. I know Carolyn Johnson died from poisoned chewing gum, and I know Blackie skipped. What else do you want me to know?
Who really killed the Johnson girl?
Blackie did. Because then he'd be the only one on the outside who knew where the Eggertsville money was hidden.
Oh, Inspector. Who delivered the package from the drugstore?
I don't know. Trying to find out now.
Well, if I were Blackie, I'd find out too, wouldn't I?
If you were Blackie, you'd claim you were going to tell me inside of 10 minutes.
Well, I'm only Blackie's friend, Inspector, so maybe you better give me 20.
This rain's awful. Hurry up, Doc.
Okay, boss. Help me out of this well. The wall's slippery. This bag of dough is heavy.
Oh, come on. Grab my hand.
Oh, thanks for pulling me up.
Come on, Doc. Get away from the edge. Let's open that rubber bag.
Oh, what's the hurry, boss? You know, it's the dough from the Eggertsville bank. It's down in the bottom of the well. Just as Blackie said here, neither would he.
Shut up, Blackie. We're not taking that gag off your mouth till we're good and ready. Use your knife, Doc. Slit open the bag.
Can't we take this with us? This is a heck of a cold rain.
I want to see a lot of cold cash. Come on, slit it open.
Okay.
Just up the side. We can put the dough in this suitcase.
All right. There. How's that?
Look at that dough. Must be 50,000.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blackie. Keep that gun on him, boys. Don't let him try anything. And dump the dough in this suitcase, Doc.
Okay.
Just look at it pour out. Thanks, Blackie. I sure gotta hand it to you.
Don't thank Blackie. Thank that truth serum. That's what did the trick.
Yeah, I guess I gotta hand it to you, Doc. Here, one of you guys close this suitcase and take it back to the car.
All you want to do with his rubber bag.
All right, toss it back in the well.
Okay.
And your knife. Wipe the prints off it and toss it in the well, too.
Sure thing. There.
And now to take care of you, Blackie.
No, look, boss, don't kill him. That'll only give us trouble.
I'm not going to kill him, Doc. I'm going to leave him here at the bottom of the well. Plug him, Pete. Don't let him fall. That's right.
Oh, I see. He's going to die of natural causes, eh?
Yeah. From water on the knee. Toss him in, boys.
Miss Wesley, this is Shorty.
Oh, Shorty, where are you?
Look, you told me to go down to the Waltham drugstore and talk to the clerk who delivered the package to the Johnson thing, huh?
Yes?
Well, here I am, but the clerk won't talk.
Why not?
Well, he won't talk enough even to tell me that.
Oh, dear, we're not getting anywhere, are we?
I guess about the only way we're going to find Blackie is to ask Blackie where he is.
Shorty, what does Blackie do when people won't talk?
Blackie, people talk. Hey, I got a gun. I could persuade the clerk.
Now, wait a minute, I'll tell you what. You get the clerk and wait outside the drugstore for me. I'll get Blackie's car and pick you up. We have to get some information from him.
Yeah, but how?
I don't know yet.
Well, I've always heard that money talks.
Well, if Blackie were here, he'd say, let's give that clerk some money and hear what it has to say.
Now, look, friend. You like working in that drugstore, don't you?
Sure I do.
Well, then tell us who delivered that package to the jail.
I told you I did.
Yeah? How much does somebody pay you to say that?
Nobody paid me anything.
Somebody took that package away from you and delivered it to the jail. Isn't that true?
Look, I don't have to talk. You can't do anything to me.
No, but I can do something for you.
Yeah?
If you'll talk, I'll pay you twice what you were given not to talk.
Yeah?
How much were you paid?
$10.
I'll pay you 20.
$20, huh?
That's right.
Okay. A man did stop me. Said he'd deliver the package. He gave me $10, so I let him deliver it.
You know what was in that package?
Sure, I wrapped it up.
What was in it?
A comb, a bar of soap, and a tube of toothpaste.
No chewing gum?
No chewing gum.
Thanks. That's sure going to gum up Faraday's case against Blackie.
Yeah, Miss Wesley, you're right. The same guy who took the package away from that clerk brought the poison gum to the Johnson girl. Maybe Blackie didn't skip.
Oh, anybody who's clever enough to kill a girl inside a jail is maybe clever enough to kidnap Blackie, too. If we could only find him.
I'm beginning to see what's happened now. The Johnson girl told Blackie where the money was hidden. Somebody got wise that she'd spilled, grabbed Blackie, and is trying to make him talk.
Yes, but why would the Johnson girl tell Blackie where the money was?
Well, she probably wanted Blackie to go get it and turn it over to the police.
Then, if Blackie was kidnapped, how do you explain this note that he wrote about going to Chicago?
Oh, he was probably forced to write that.
I still think it's some kind of clue.
You have it with you?
Oh, sure, right here.
Let me see it.
Here. Now, that line at the end.
Hmm?
Everything is going very swell. That just doesn't sound like Blackie. Inspector, look how far away the letter S is from the rest of the word swell. See? It's almost attached to the word very. It could read, everything is going very well.
Yeah, but so what?
Inspector Farraday, did you hear what I just said?
Sure.
I said very well. Going very well. You know what that could mean?
Sure, that he's going to a place called Very's Well. But there isn't any such place.
But there might be a man whose last name is Berry, a farmer maybe, who has a well.
I can check the records.
How long will it take?
I don't know. But however long it takes, we're going to do it in record time. Well, Miss Wesley, those court records were right. This is Very's farm. This ought to be Very's well.
Yes, it should be. Hold it.
Have you reached the bottom yet, Shorty?
Yeah, Miss Wesley. I'm down in the water.
Find anything?
Yeah, I have, Inspector. Make sure the ladder's tight, good and tight when I'm coming up.
What have you found, Shorty?
I'll show you in a second, Inspector.
I wonder what it is.
I'm beginning to suspect. There's still a lot of footprints around here, deep ones, as if someone was carrying a heavy load.
You mean Blackie?
Maybe. Prints are pretty fresh. Well, this rain would have washed them away.
Give me a hand, will you?
Here, take mine. There you are.
Shorty, you are soaked.
Yeah. It's all right, Miss Wesley. Now I won't get wet standing in the rain.
What'd you find down there?
Maybe I shouldn't show you.
What is it, Shorty? Something of Blackie?
Yeah, this.
That's Blackie's hat.
Yeah. She's floating in the water.
Oh, Blackie.
Oh, gee, Miss Wesley, I guess that maybe...
I know what you mean, Shorty. I know. But...
Thanks.
I guess they put him in the well and kept him there until it was all over. I'll get him for this, Miss Wesley. I'll do it for you and for you, Shorty. And maybe you won't believe it, but for me, too.
Inspector, if you don't mind, could we go to Blackie's apartment? I don't know why, but I just...
I think I know why, Miss Wesley. I think I know why. Open the door, will you, Shorty?
Sure, Inspector.
Seems funny coming to Blackie's apartment knowing he isn't here.
Go on in, Miss Wesley.
Want to make some coffee, Shorty? I think we need it.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh. Is that a man sitting by the fireplace?
Seems to be. But that's Blackie.
Oh, darling.
Come on, Blackie, talk. Talk, you no good bluffer.
Oh,
I thought you were dead. I was just getting ready to celebrate.
Sorry to disappoint you, Inspector. Very smart of you to have found the clue in the note I left. But Miss Wesley did that. Say, Blackie, it's good to see you. Thanks, Shorty.
Good. It's wonderful.
You better think so.
Come on, wise guy. What's the gag? Well, you had me feeling sorry for you, and I wasn't liking it a bit.
Sorry. I apologize for getting out of that well, Faraday.
Oh, then you were in the well.
For about an hour.
Hey, boss, what happened to your verse?
You stand in the rain for 1 hour and in the well for another. And see what happens to your voice.
Oh, darling, how did you ever get out of there?
Well, they dropped the knife down before they dropped me down. I chiseled my way out. I used a knife to dig a regular ladder up the inside of the well by prying out a brick every few feet.
Pretty clever, Blackie. Got you out, but it didn't get anything else. The Eggertsville bank money is gone, probably for good this time. And so are the guys who stole it.
Oh, the money, Faraday. You'll find it in a suitcase in the other room.
What?
And down at headquarters. You'll find the guys who kidnapped me and stole the money.
Oh,
I delivered them personally.
Well, I'll be...
You'll be happy to know I also have Carolyn Johnson's killer for you.
How'd you know she was dead?
Well, Pete and Joe, two of the men I left for you at headquarters, talked about it out at Berry's well. Pete's the one who took her the poison gum. But if you're a smart cop, you can indict them all for murder.
Well, I'll be...
Be a smart cop, Faraday. Or is that too tough for you to do?
Hey, that's wonderful. Everybody's happy now, huh? Except you, boss.
You lost your verse.
Yes, Shorty. But Blackie made a pretty good exchange. He found a killer.